So in life we get to choose. There's always a path of least resistance. You may or may not be able to see behind me, there's a queen there, but you can maybe see behind me there's this track. And there's parts of this track that are easy to walk, and there's parts of this track that are quite difficult to walk. And so I'll always do my best to choose the path of least resistance as I'm moving uphill. Come on, Butte, where are you? You're doing stuff. And but sometimes, in my own personal experience, I've really chosen the path of most resistance. Now, at the time, I've done it because I've been stubborn. I've been in my pain body. I've been coming from the past. I've been living from the past. I haven't been living from the present. And I've chosen that path of most resistance because it's familiar to me. That pain is familiar. That fear is familiar. And even though it's really uncomfortable, there's a safety in that familiarity. And as I've gotten a little older and a little wiser, I hope I got a little wiser. What do you think, Christine? Have I got a little wiser? For sure. I choose the path of least resistance, and if I do choose a path of greater resistance, I'm weaving around the track here now, and I'm doing that on purpose. If I do choose the path of more resistance, I'm doing it deliberately because there's something to learn for every experience we have, least or most resistance. But when we're consistently choosing the path of most resistance, it's telling us something about where we're at psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually. So I think the opportunity is to be aware of the paths that we're choosing in life. Not be hard on ourselves, because every time I've been hard on myself, I've gone deeper into the path of more resistance. Because I've just entrenched myself in the familiar. And part of the familiar for me was that self-hate and self-loathing and being disappointed in self and never being enough. So I'd keep choosing the path of more resistance to prove myself and to prove how worthy I am. So now these days when I choose the path of least resistance or lesser resistance, I'm more rest assured that I believe in who I am and I love who I am and I connect to the truth that I am. And that's important. It's important for us to recognize our value. Because when we lose that, we keep making choices that aren't really in our best interest, that hurt us and hurt ourselves, hurt our path and hurt others. And so I just want to ask you, can you choose a path of least resistance in your life, your relationships, your friendships, the way you speak to yourself, you see yourself, and the way that you move through the world? Blessings, and I'll see you soon.